Wednesday, an ancient tomb holds a deadly curse and a human sacrifice. On the tails of the gold monkey, and Colt's on the prowl for a beautiful burglar.
Are you up to your old tricks?
And she's double. She's got a twin, the fall guy. Then,
I'll kill you.
it's a full-scale search for a kidnapper.
Put the cops on me. Me.
How much do you want for my son?
On Dynasty.
Wednesday, starting at 8/7 Central and Mountain on ABC.
Doesn't cost the same.
Probe, a book with unexpected answers to hundreds of questions. Everything from health to money to marriage. Now all those fascinating FYI minutes together in a book that gives you hours of information and entertainment. Now you can turn to FYI anytime, because a little bit of knowledge is a wonderful thing.
Henry Winkler and Sally Field, 11:45 tomorrow.
I really appreciate you taking over my rounds, Bill. No, I do not have a golf day. You know I don't play the game. No. I promised a patient an early appointment. Same patient who missed the late appointment I gave her last night. Well, you know what she did? She canceled the one this morning, too. Now, I will be in about an hour. I want to see how Mitzi Martin is doing. Right. Okay, goodbye. What are you doing here?
I came for my goodbye kiss.
Oh, you are crazy. You know that? What's the matter?
Oh, I just felt so awful this morning. When I got home last night, you were fast asleep. When I got up this morning, you were gone. Miles, it's horrible. We're just not seeing each other anymore.
Oh. We're seeing each other right now, aren't we?
I know it, but that's because I decided to get up and get dressed and come down here.
Well, I see. All it takes is a little effort.
What are we going to do about this ridiculous situation? Should I quit my job?
Should I quit mine?
Don't be silly.
Look, your job means as much to you as mine does to me. So our hours don't coincide. So what? We'll make the most of the ones that do. That's just what I was telling Barbara last night.
Barbara?
No, never mind. Look. Oh, so sweet of you to come down here this morning. I'm sorry I was asleep last night.
Well, I thought about waking you up, but you just look so sweet yourself and so tired.
Did I?
Yeah.
Well, you looked sweet and tired this morning. That's why I didn't wake you up. I was tempted. I wanted to tell you what happened last night.
What happened where?
Right here in the office after you went to the studio.
What do you mean?
I had a little visitor, Gunther Wagner.
As a patient?
No, he came in behalf of another patient, if you can call Nora Fulton that.
Nora? He came here because of her?
Yes. He wanted to tell me that Nora was pregnant.
Oh, good Lord.
Actually came right out with it. Seemed to think I ought to know about it. Seemed to think I was the one who might have diagnosed it.
Well, is she?
I don't have any idea.
Well, why was he coming here? Does that mean that he is the father?
I honestly don't know.
Oh, I know one thing it means.
What?
Nora is up to her old tricks.
Get up there!
Okay. Spence, don't get so excited.
What's the matter with you, Gunther? You've been acting awfully peculiar lately.
Well, I got a lot of things on my mind, okay?
Well, okay, just glad to hear you have one.
Yeah, me too. Oh, hey, Spence. Listen, I've been thinking about what you said the other day about Nora. About maybe it's a mistake about hiring her, huh?
Say that again.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe you're right. Maybe Nora's not working out too good in this job.
You two have a fight or something?
No, nothing like that.
Must have been a great battle for you to come up with a suggestion like that.
Listen, there's just one thing.
Well, yeah, what's that?
Well, if you do decide to can her, don't tell her that I thought it was a good idea, okay?
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Mountain Grown Folgers, Mountain Grown coffee, the richest kind, and by Advanced Formula Crest with Florastat. Fighting cavities is the whole idea behind Crest.
Billy, it's time you headed for the toothbrush.
Daddy, did you use the color?
Mm-hmm. But I didn't have these. A box of old crayons is all I had. And I didn't have a color TV either.
You didn't have lots of things.
Yeah, well, that's right. And here's something else I didn't have. Advanced formula what?
Crest.
With Floristat. And Floristat helps keep cavities away even better than the Crest I grew up on. That means you could get even fewer cavities than I did. That's why I want you to brush. Come on, Billy, you got school tomorrow.
Tell me what else you didn't have.
You?
With Advanced Formula Crest, your kids could have even fewer cavities than you did.
Oh, wonderful. Sue, you're some coach. Oh, come on, we're celebrating.
Food! Food! Coffee. I love good coffee.
I'll make some.
Honey, he said good coffee.
Spoil sport. But he's right. I can't make good coffee. You can make great coffee. Come on. Folgers will prove it. Prove what? Coffee's coffee.
No, Folgers is different. A special blend. Best I've tasted.
Mountain grown?
Mountain grown means great flavor because it's the richest kind of coffee. Make some.
Smells rich.
Great coffee.
More?
Fill her up, Coach.
Great coffee's easy, and mountain-grown Folgers proves it.
Nora pregnant. Boggles the mind.
I doubt that she meant to get pregnant. And judging from Gunther's attitude, at least one of the prospective parents wants to undo the damage.
Oof. What did you tell Gunther?
Told him he was talking to the wrong man. I'm not an OB, and I'm certainly not Nora's doctor.
Thank goodness. That woman doesn't need an OB or a GP. She needs a psychiatrist.
I think you're right.
Did you hear anything more about Mitzi Martin's condition?
No, as a matter of fact, I was on my way to the hospital.
Can I go with you?
Sure, of course you can. Don't have any other plans?
No, I just want to spend the whole morning with my husband. Remember what you said about making the most of our hours together?
Sorry, but I didn't have any more luck than Calvin did. Poppy couldn't tell me anything that she hadn't already told him.
Which was just that Loomis was on Lorimer's payroll?
Right, and she couldn't give me any proof. Also, she couldn't come up with a reason why Eddie Lorimer would send Ted Loomis over to the studio to kill Troy Bannister.
The theory is a little far-fetched, isn't it, Damien? Even if Loomis was working for Lorimer, so was Bannister. Why send one employee to kill the other?
Well, maybe Troy can tell us.
No, Bannister didn't say anything about Loomis being on the take.
All right, maybe he just didn't know about it.
So where does that leave us?
Doesn't leave us anywhere.
I know why you're upset, Damien. You did get Bannister to give you the gun by revealing the story about Loomis.
Right, and I'm sure that by now he thinks the whole thing was a gag.
Does that really matter? Seems to me that even a gag is justified if it saves somebody's life.
That's true, but I still feel rotten because I can't prove it.
Well, that's too bad, because you haven't proved it.
Well, I did come up with some more information about the relationship between Poppy Johnson and Eddie Lorimer.
What do you mean?
Well, apparently Poppy is more obligated to Eddie than we were aware. You see, it was more than just a job. Poppy Johnson is Al Maxwell's sister.
Whose?
Al Maxwell. That's Eddie Lorimer's old partner. Remember the guy he ran down with his car?
That was her brother?
Right. Well, that's why Eddie's been so willing to help Poppy. I mean, when she got out of prison, he was there waiting with money and a job. Obviously, he felt guilty.
Wait a minute. What are you saying, that Poppy Johnson's been in prison?
Well, yeah. I don't know why she was in.
Well, that's something we can find out.
We don't have to find out now, do we?
At any rate, she wasn't able to give you any hard evidence about Loomis's connection to Lorimer, right?
No, she wasn't.
Well, even if she did, that still doesn't mean that Loomis went there to shoot Bannister.
That's true.
So nothing has changed for Bannister. Isn't that right?
You're wrong, Troy. It wasn't a trick. Nobody deliberately lied to you.
Well, don't give me that. You can't cover one lie with another.
It's the truth. You can't blame them for trying to take that gun away from you.
Yeah, well, they can do the whole world a big favor by letting me use it.
I don't believe that. You're not the type to commit suicide. You love life too much.
Yeah, I love my life. And they were trying to take it from me. That's why I wanted to do it first.
Look, Calvin says that Damien is convinced that he has some evidence that will help you. That will help you to prove this self-defense motive.
And see, that's what they say. See, those cops will say anything to get what they want. Don't you know that? I mean, that's one of the first lessons they learn in the police academy. Lying for fun and profit.
You know, you're hopeless. You won't let anybody help you, and you won't do anything to help yourself.
Like, what the hell am I supposed to do in a 5-by-8 cell, Dee Dee? Tell me.
You know, you're so concerned about the truth.
I find it very difficult to believe that you didn't know anything about Eddie Lorimer and this crooked cop on his payroll.
Look, I am telling you, I don't know nothing about it. I ain't never seen him do before that night. And if he was on Eddie's payroll, why would he want to kill me? And for that matter, how do he know I was at Diedrichson's studio?
What is it, Troy?
Nothing.
Don't tell me that. You thought of something just now. Now, what is it?
About great romance. I'm Janet Daly. Silhouette Special Edition is unlike any other. Longer, spicier. Why, you'll be so involved, you can't put it down.
Make your own special time even more special. Relax with Silhouette Special Edition now.
Know why I feel so good about serving Libby's Light Fruit? Because
when it says no sugar added on the label, you will like it on your table.
Libby's Light has no sugar added, so it's naturally sweet and delicious. I feel good knowing that. And since Libby's Light is America's favorite light fruit, I guess lots of other moms do too.
Libby's Light with no sugar added. It's more than good taste. It's a good feeling.
Libby's.
There's something you're not telling me, Troy. You're holding out on me.
Well, I done told you it all, Dee Dee.
You know, you're not just talking to a lawyer. You're talking to your big sister. And I've seen that look on your face before. I saw it when you were 6 years old and you had just stolen some cookies right out of Mama's oven.
Yeah, and I always shared them with you, didn't I?
Then why don't you share this with me now, Troy? Tell me the truth. You know, I never really did believe that story about you just showing up at that place because you wanted to see what an acting studio looked like.
Yeah, just like you never believed Mama gave me them cookies, did you?
And I was right, too, wasn't I, Troy? So tell me the truth. What were you doing there? And what was Loomis doing there?
It was a coincidence.
Oh, right.
Look, all right, maybe it did have something to do with that girl.
What girl? Jody Travis? Troy, what does Jody Travis have to do with all of this?
Lorimer didn't want her to go someplace. He didn't want her to travel.
Travel where?
Upstate, some party upstate.
What, to a castle? Did he mention anything about a castle?
Yeah, I heard something about a castle, yeah.
Now look, Troy, this is very crucial. It's very important because Eddie Lorimer was involved with that Eden gang. I'm sure you heard about that. Troy, what did you have to do with all of this? Were you supposed to help Eddie Lorimer? Troy, was it your job to see that Jody Travis never made it to that party?
Yeah, that was my assignment. But I didn't do it, Dee Dee, man. You know I did. Look, you can ask the girl.
No, but you were supposed to. You were supposed to hurt Jody Travis.
But I couldn't do that. Well, you know me, Dee Dee, I'm just a cookie thief. I don't hurt little girls.
No, but Eddie Lorimer could, or one of his friends. Joe Boomer tried to kill her.
No, that's not what he did. He told me not to hurt her bad, just to discourage her a little.
So what was Loomis doing there? Seeing to it that you got the job done? Or was he supposed to kill you after you got the job done? Troy, we have to go talk to my car.
Do you think there's any merit to what Damien's trying to prove about Troy Bannister?
I don't know, Mike. I do know he's motivated by his friendship for Calvin, though.
And Calvin, of course, is motivated by friendship, too, for Troy Bannister's sister.
I distrust motivations like that, Mike, in this business anyway. Clouds your perspective. Anyway, you didn't come here to talk about Troy Bannister, did you? You came here to talk about Foley.
That's right. I got a phone call from David Cameron this morning. He was able to get electronic enhancement of Valerie Bryson's photograph.
Great. Does that mean the face can be identified now?
He didn't tell me that much. He just wanted me to meet him here with the results. So, we'll both get a look at it in a few minutes.
Hey, what's your problem?
Got a cold. There are dozens of cold medicines. Take your pick, Mac. My cold's in my chest, too.
Oh, you do have a problem. Try Head and Chest. It's brand new.
Head and chest is different?
Mm-hmm. Different from the leading cold medicine because it helps clear your head and clear your chest.
New Head and Chest clears your head by draining nasal passages so you can breathe easy with no drowsiness. And the difference in Head and Chest is the moisturizing action that loosens and helps get rid of chest congestion.
Hey, head and chest works.
Uh-huh. There are dozens of cold medicines, but there's only one named Head and Chest.
New Head and Chest works. Clears your head and clears your chest.
After a tough practice, you probably think I use a deodorant soap. No way. I made a break from deodorant soaps a long time ago. A clean break with Ivory.
Wow.
Look inside. Ivory's a basic natural soap to give you an honest clean. And there's no way you can be cleaner than that. You see, Ivory doesn't mix up clean with a bunch of additives like heavy perfumes and deodorants. Those things don't get you clean. And I always use a deodorant after I shower, so I don't want one in my soap. Ivory's made to do just one thing, get me as clean as I can be. So I feel clean, I smell clean. That's an honest clean.
Make a clean break. With Ivory, no soap can get you cleaner than that, no matter how hard you try.
Yes, I did enjoy it, but I didn't expect the place to be quite so noisy. I have something a little quieter and intimate in line for tonight. Yes, I was thinking of inviting you for breakfast. Now, Raven, I can't imagine you being anything less than beautiful, no matter what the hour. I mean it. Anyway, the place is called Armando's. You've probably heard of it. I'll pick you up at about 7. All right. I look forward to that. Bye-bye.
Tell me something, Ian. Do you intend to see Raven Alexander every single day?
No. She's much too clever a strategist ever to permit that.
What's so special about her? Besides her looks. You've known beautiful women before.
Beautiful, but dull. Yes.
She's a troublemaker, Ian. Anyone could tell you by looking at her.
Who am I to argue with feminine intuition? You didn't like her from the moment you met her. In fact, you hated her the moment I told you her name.
Anyone with a name like Raven can't be likable.
You've forgotten your Shakespeare.
A rose by any other name? No, let me warn you, Ian. This rose has thorns.
She's so unlike all the other women I've known. They're so oblique. This one, she's right there. She's always in front of you. As proud as a clipper ship and just as beautiful.
Oh, my, this is serious. When you start comparing women to ships.
Well, don't you? All the other women I brought home, you call tramps. At least I don't think you can say that about Raven Alexander.
You've really let her get under your skin, haven't you? And she's so obvious.
That's what I enjoy about her. The obvious wickedness, that childish innocence, that flagrant beauty. What fun to love a woman like that.
My God, you actually use the word love. Do you know something? I'd like to join you for dinner tonight.
A threesome could be awkward, Camilla.
Well, then let's make it a foursome. What about your friend, Sky Whitney?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
I don't want him to think I'm matchmaking.
Is that the real reason? Or are you afraid he'd be a rival? Never mind, I'll find a fourth myself.
You know very well that I didn't want her in the house in the first place, but she came to me and she pleaded and she begged, and I just gave her another chance.
Well, you couldn't help yourself, Spence. You're a real sweetheart. Everybody knows that.
Sweetheart? Sometimes I almost like you, Gunth. But as for Nora, you can't do a thing about it because Skylar has nothing but words of praise for her these days.
Yeah, sure, I know that. I know she's working hard and buttering up the boss and all that kind of stuff. But look, Spence, you can handle that. He'll do anything that you say.
You know, sometimes when you push him too hard, he just resists that much more.
Well, give it that old college try, huh? And please, make it soon. Because I'm telling you that Nora is getting crazier every day, and I mean every day. Boy, I could sure use a drink.
Help yourself, Gunther.
Yeah, you're a prince, Spence. And I promise you, I'll put it all back.
There must have been some battle you two had. I'm sorry I missed it. You didn't take any pictures, did you?
Well, listen, I'm telling you, it wasn't a fight. I'm just starting to catch on to Nora, that's all.
I thought you two were getting so cozy. I was starting to get a little picture of a nice, domestic, married couple.
Hey, would you just cut out the domestic marriage stuff? I ain't never getting married, not me. I'd rather jump into a tank with a barracuda. Hey, let me get that for you, old buddy. It's a Whitney residence. Yeah, sure is. I can't believe it. It's a lady. For you.
Hello.
Hello, Spencer. It's Camilla.
Do you mind?
Be my guest. Huh?
How are you, Camilla?
I know this is awfully short notice. I was wondering if you're busy tonight. Because if you aren't, I was going to invite you to invite me to dinner.
To get to the other side. It was very funny in the elevator. Come to think of it, I had 2 or 3 jokes that were very fun in the elevator, but they don't seem very appropriate now.
It's just as well. Hurts when I laugh. So come on, tell me what's going on with Jim at the theater.
You don't know about that.
They canceled the opening, didn't they?
No, they postponed it. They're waiting for you to get better.
Really?
Yeah, so you better hurry up. Oh, here, I brought this. It's from my class, here. They believe that you can promote healing by actually thinking of the area that's been injured.
Oh,
It's true. All you have to do is concentrate. Now breathe deep. Come on, in. Now close your eyes. Now out. Out, in. Now try and think. Now, you gotta keep your eyes closed.
Every time I close my eyes, I start crying.
Well, that's good, too. Really, it says so in the book.
But yours are good for you. I should be well in no time, huh? That's all I seem to be doing lately.
Cliff, how is our patient?
Well, she's depressed. She's nothing but talk about the play in the theater.
Well, maybe I can cheer up a little bit. Mitzi, everybody has seen your x-rays, and they are a big smash. I mean, well, I should say they're not a big smash.
You mean nothing's broken?
Well, you cracked a couple of vertebrae. It's going to take maybe some realignment, but nothing that time won't take care of.
How much time?
Well, I'm not going to kid you, quite a bit.
Come on, Mitzi, you're going to be well. You should be happy.
Yeah, it's a little too late, though.
Hey, come on. You'll get another chance.
You don't get many chances to make a dream come true. It's probably what caused this stupid accident in the first place.
What do you mean, Mitzi?
Dreaming. Guess that's what I was doing when I left Sid's place. I felt like I was walking on air instead of the pavement. I heard imaginary applause in my head.
But in this state, that is still not grounds for that woman to do what she did to you.
You didn't know Nora Fulton, did you?
Oh, I've just seen her.
She met her when she was with Smiley Wilson.
There were 2 of a kind.
I saw her mostly at Sid's. And then there was the time she came by the apartment.
What did you say?
She came to your home?
Well, she didn't come to see me.
Why would you want to see Dee Dee?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really know who she came to see. Hey, don't you have to get back to the office?
Oh, no. Scotty can handle what I have to do in court today.
Hey, if you lose your law practice, then we're both gonna be depressed.
All right, okay. Maybe I better go.
Bye.
See you later this evening. See you, Doc. Take good care of her.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye, Cliff.
That was deliberate, wasn't it?
I just didn't want Cliff to know that Nora came by looking for that big ape.
Gunther?
Her boss sent her by to look for him. And he was there all right.
At your apartment, Mitzi? You didn't invite him, did you?
No, he was bothering me again. But please, I don't want Cliff to know.
Obviously. Nora Fulton knows.
Nothing's gonna
gonna clear this clog.
Oh, yeah? Try heavy-duty liquid plumber with heavy-duty power.
Heavy-duty power?
Power to clear tough hair clogs. No leading drain opener can beat it.
Not this liquid?
Nope.
Not even Crystal?
No, works better than Crystal. Use Crystal and liquid plumber on hair clogged sinks. 30 minutes later, Crystal sink's still backed up.
Liquid plumber's clearing that tough hair clog.
That's heavy-duty power.
No leading drain opener can beat it.
Heavy-duty liquid plumber.
I'm a meat packer, and I used to add meat scraps to my dog Fred's dinner until I found Alpo beef-flavored dinner. It's got so much meat protein, there's no need to add meat. In fact, there's as much meat protein in this bag as there is in this 10-pound roast. That's right. My meat-loving buddy loves Alpo beef-flavored dinner, don't you, Fred? Alpo beef-flavored dinner. So much meat protein, there's no need to add meat.
On All My Children.
Don't you know that I want to marry you someday?
You do?
Jenny, I'm going to spend the rest of my life making you happy.
Oh, Greg.
All My Children.
Don't you think I have a right to know who the fourth member of our party will be?
He is someone you've never met.
Well, he must have a name.
Spencer. Spencer Varney.
And how do you know Mr. Varney, since you've only been in Monticello a few days?
He works for your friend, Mr. Whitney.
Oh, really?
He's his business manager. Actually, I met him in Europe. He was working for John then.
For Mr. Bowie? Well, isn't that interesting? Was he his business manager?
No. He did various things.
I see.
He's very nice. He's good-looking. He's very correct. And there's something mysterious about him. Oh, that shouldn't bother you, Ian. After all, spies are used to secrecy, aren't they?
Do me a favor, Camilla. Never use that word again.
Well, gentlemen, there it is. The electronically enhanced photograph of the man who met with Jefferson Brown in Lucerne.
Wait a minute. I know who that is. It's Ian Devereaux.
Why are sinus headaches a special problem for Claudia Foley?
My head swells, and there's a lot of pressure. It hurts. If I found a sinus medicine that didn't make me drowsy, I'm sure I would take it.
So we're giving her a sinus medicine with an advantage, Sinade. It relieves sinus pain and pressure without making you drowsy.
It's amazing to me. I feel much better after using the Sinade. The congestion's gone. I don't feel drowsy now.
Relief, yes. Drowsiness, no. That's the Sinade advantage.
I feel really good.
Tonight, after Benson, Ron Glass and Damon Wilson are the oddest couple on television. The premiere of the new Odd Couple. And there's good news and bad news for Ralph. The aliens bring back the instruction book, but Ralph loses his super suit on the season premiere of The Greatest American Hero. Then, the royal crown is stolen on the quest. All tonight.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, E.T. Mania is bringing in big bucks, some of it illegally.
It is an ideal target for pirates and for counterfeiters.
Has this creature from outer space become too popular? ABC News, uniquely qualified to bring you the world.
Master of horror Stephen King picks 10 of the most terrifying movies on video cassette for Halloween in the new TV guide.
This is Stormfield coming up for you on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News. Halloween, the tricks being played are ruining the holiday treat for children. We're going to tell you how the youngsters feel about it. And